The Joplin Outlaws are on the field tonight at home against the Nevada Griffins. Now, the Outlaws just beat the Griffins 12-1 in Nevada last night to snap a 4-game losing streak. So Joplin tries to make it back-to-back wins while the Griffins try to rebound from last night's blowout. First pitch for that one is at 7 o'clock at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin. Well, Carterville's Bradley Coffey just graduated from Webb City High School. He didn't play any sports for the Cardinals, but now he's found a new team and a home inside the boxing ring. Bradley Coffey first got into boxing at 14 years old.
Went to my friend's house and they just had gloves in the backyard and we started boxing each other. Well, not really boxing, we were fighting. So I would watch videos, YouTube videos, and I would just try to implement that into what I was doing.
Coffey went to Webb City High School, but never suited up in any sport for the Cardinals.
That was hard, and I had friends that wanted me to go do wrestling and something like that, and it just didn't intrigue me.
So he wasn't really part of a team until...
I was actually at the Webb City Senior Project, their presentation, and I look over, I see this kid's got boxing on his board, so I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool, you don't see it often. And I go over and just hit it up with Bradley, and then, I let him know, I was like, hey man, you don't have to go to college to box. He's been in the gym with us ever since, and you could tell right there he was a kid that we just wanted in the gym, just a good kid to have. Got to talk to his parents and meet everybody, so he hadn't missed a day since.
Coffey started training with Mossberg Boxing in Southwest Missouri, and Coach Ryan Mossberg.
We came in here as a shy kid, and then how we saw him move around and stuff with all my guys, we knew he had potential.
Here I felt comfortable. This was like a safe place for me. They didn't take away my style, they just embedded more stuff into it.
And he finally found his team.
Felt like these guys were like my family, and the only time I've ever felt that was in ROTC or, at home.
Coffey fought and won his amateur debut just 2 weeks ago at Buffalo Run Casino.
It was a good feeling getting my hand raised. It was spooky for the first bit, but I guess as soon as the bell rung, I just had tunnel vision.
He cut off the angles, he listened well, he put all of his combinations together. Usually fighters in their first fight, it goes out the window once they're in there, but not Brad. He stuck to the game plan.
Watching him win was almost better than me doing anything that I could have done that night. I was so excited for him.
And winning was a good feeling, but for Coffey, it meant just as much to have his new team behind him.
That feels very warming, I guess, knowing that I have someone to back me, knowing I have a future ahead of me, rather than just backyard boxing.
To have Bradley come in here and work as hard as he does every day is super cool to see. The perfect story of how boxing can really build someone's confidence and put them on the map.
Coffey is hoping to get back in the ring for his second amateur fight in August. Now finally, as we celebrate the independence of this country, we turn our attention to something we as a nation do better than anybody. Not talking about war, the NFL, or spending money we don't have, so it's got to be unnecessary caloric intake. Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest today. On the women's side, Mickey Sudo had last year off for the birth of her son. This year, she comes back and wins it, 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes, the 8th time she's won the event. Now on the men's side, move over MJ flu game, move over Schilling's bloody sock, and don't tell me about Willis Reed in the garden. Joey Chestnut in a walking boot on crutches, didn't even matter. 63 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Well, he fell short of his all-time record, but still enough to make his heart wonder what's happening for Chestnut. It's his 15th title in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And that's it for sports. We're back with more news after this.